watching this video, I've already had the baby. She's been around for 2 weeks as of today. 2 weeks plus some time. But I realized that I never filmed an intro for this video because that's what happens to your brain when you're about to have a baby. So this video that we're about to dive into is just all of the freezer prep that we did before Valley got here. And I'm so thankful we did it. We've been the recipients of a lot of food, which has been great, but we've also had moments where we could pull out anything that was in the freezer and throw it together. So it's just a really small haul because we don't have a lot of freezer room. My dream in life is to have like a chest freezer and then get a whole cow and like split it with my sister-in-law and maybe some other people. But that's just not feasible right now. We don't really have room for it. So this is just a few of the things that we decided to get. And yeah, let's jump in and we can... I have some before footage of the freezer where I talk about some stuff, and then I kind of pull it all out, and I never actually show you an organized freezer, but I show you the before and the during, and then I just go over all the food with you. So let's jump into that video. Thanks for being here. Bye, people. Here's what my freezer currently looks like. It's packed full of stuff for when this baby gets here. I am going to pull all of it out and then go over what I have and try to reorganize it, because I think when my stepmom gets here, she's gonna cook a bunch of stuff too. So it's not as much as it looks like. We have a pretty small fridge and freezer. Okay, so I've divided it up in kind of like sections. We'll start with this section. This is the bread section, because we're big carb lovers. So just a couple of things that we got. So I just made these banana, they're just plain banana bread muffins. They're really low sugar. They're really good. They're a Cookie and Kate recipe. I'll link it down below. So I'm gonna bag and freeze these. Super easy. You just take them out of the freezer, you wrap them in a damp paper towel, microwave them for like 30 seconds, and then you can pop them in the toaster for another minute or two to crisp them up, or they're fine just microwaved. Also, if you know that you're gonna want them like the night before, you can just pop them in the freezer or leave them on the counter. I mean, in the fridge and leave them on the counter. So we got this sliced French brioche bread, which we thought would be really good to make some French toast, and we would make it all at one time and then freeze the rest and cut it into sticks and freeze the rest. And this would be really good if we need to prep a easy breakfast for Zeke. We can do that, and it would just be like a really nice treat to have. So this is from Trader Joe's, and we froze all of this because we just want to have it on hand. Obviously we don't want it to go bad. This is just a snack for Bryson. Same thing, we froze it. He can just pull it out a day or two before he wants to eat it, and we can just have that on hand for him as one of those nice snacks after really late nights with newborns. So in here I have some cinnamon rolls. I made these cinnamon rolls a couple of weeks ago, and they're really easy. You just take them out of the bag, you just put them in the fridge overnight or leave them on the counter, either one. And then you just whip up a really quick like milk and powdered sugar and some vanilla icing. And then, yeah, you can just heat these up and have these on hand for an easy carby breakfast. Okay, in here we've got a couple of scones. So these are chocolate chip scones that I made. I will link the video where I made these. It's a Sally's Baking Addiction recipe. These are also super easy. You just take them out, wrap them in like a damp paper towel for 30 seconds, microwave them, and then you can just pop them in the toaster and they turn out really well. Actually, I can't remember if it needs to be damp when you microwave these. Let me look that up and I will make a note on the screen if it needs to be a damp or dry paper towel. So when we went to Trader Joe's, they had these croissants on sale for a really good price, and we really like croissant French toast. Obviously, we like regular French toast too, since we have that whole loaf of brioche. But if I can get this out, it's hard to do one-handed. I just took their croissants and I double wrapped them in saran wrap and popped them in a bag. It's just another thing that we can either eat as is, take it out, microwave it, then toast it, or we can use it for croissant French toast or whatever. It's just that these are little treats that I really love that I don't want to have to go anywhere, right? So like if I'm craving a croissant, like I just want to be able to get the croissant out of my freezer. So that was the whole point behind this whole bread section. Right here is kind of our little treat section. Croissants again. I've heard really great things about these. I've never tried them, so we're really excited to try these one morning. Have some vanilla ice cream just to have on hand for skillet brownies or skillet cookies, or sometimes you just need a bowl of ice cream. So there it is. My mother-in-law brought me this because she knew that I was kind of stressed about having another C-section. So this is on hold for those late nights when you just need a sweet treat. Love you, mother-in-law. Thank you. Over here, we have only a couple of snacks in my freezer. Most of the snacks are in the pantry or we're taking to the hospital, which is another video that I'll do, so look out for that one. So we have some mango chunks and some pineapple chunks. I'll link the video below, but I had prepped 2 pineapples for another freezer meal. I had to dice them up and I had lots left over. So I just put them into little individual smoothie pack sizes because pineapple, mango, kale, and like almond milk or coconut water or even more pineapple juice makes such a good smoothie. I love it so much. So, and you can throw zucchini in there also for some added nutrition, and they're really good. So we have these 2 on hand, kind of as a snack if I need like a little fruity drink pick-me-up. So right here, these are lactation granola bars. I will link the recipe down below. I have 3 bags of them. They have a lot less fat in them than lactation cookies, but they still have like the hemp seeds and the brewer's yeast and all the things that make them delicious and kind of funky tasting. So I've packed them into 3s just so I can take one out, put it in the fridge, and it'll be in there. I don't have to worry about the other ones, you know, going bad or getting weird. I can just pull them out as I go. They do have some parchment paper. I don't know if you can see that, but they have parchment paper sitting in between them so they don't stick. But yeah, we'll just keep them in the freezer and I'll eat probably like 1 a day. Okay, so this is kind of all the food we've intended as meals. We do have friends and family that will bring us some food because we have such a great community. We're very blessed for that. So we don't have a ton of meals, but this is enough for sure to get us through the first week or 2 on top of what our friends and family will probably bring us. So I've got some brown rice right here. It's about 2 cups and a couple of bags of peas and carrots. This is just going to be a really easy fried rice. So we'll just scramble up some eggs, throw in some onions, and then make just a really easy fried rice, which can go with some dumplings, which we have on the other side of this pile. I'll show you in just a second. This is the pork butt I got on sale. I'll link that video as well on that grocery haul. So what we're gonna do with this is we're just gonna pull it out a couple of days before you need it, let it come to temperature in the refrigerator, and then we're gonna pop it in the crock pot with either barbecue sauce or some type of like carnitas mixture, depending on what we're feeling like that day. Or maybe we'll pop it in with just some salt and pepper and a little bit of chicken stock or something just to give it some moisture. And then we can shred it and use it as barbecue and as carnitas. Who knows what we'll do, but we're gonna this is a really easy protein option to have on hand. These right here, although they're frozen, are about a pound each of ground beef, cooked ground beef. So if we just want to have really quick, simple tacos, we can pull this out, put it in the fridge overnight, or leave it on the counter for a little bit, or thaw it, you know, somewhere, and make tacos. Or we can put some of this in spaghetti sauce, or really anything that calls for ground beef. We can just use it, and it's pre-cooked, so it's super easy. It'll make Bryson's life really easy too. Have some sweet potato fries. It's actually Saturday night, 3 days before my C-section, and we're actually using these tonight, but we'll have some left over. That'll just be a really easy side for the air fryer. This hot mess of a thing, I'll link the video where we made this, but this is just Hawaiian chicken. It's so good. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's chicken thighs with like pineapple and all kinds of other flavors in it. And you just put it in the crock pot and you let it go, and then you shred it and you eat it with rice or on tacos with coleslaw. It is so good. It's a pinch of yum recipe. So I will link that. Okay. We did go to Trader Joe's. I will, like I said, have a snack haul video for the hospital where we show off some of the snacks that we got from Trader Joe's. But it's kind of a tradition to go to Trader Joe's before we have a baby. I mean, we've only had one kid, so tradition, I don't really know if you can call it a tradition. But we like to go grab a couple of their ready-made things because they're so fun, they're unique, and they're good. And then we just have those easy meals on hand. And they're just, yeah, it's just fun. It's like a little treat postpartum. So we got some shiitake mushroom chicken. We haven't tried this one before, but we both love green beans and mushrooms, so we're excited about it. And then we got 2 things of this mandarin orange chicken. Oh, it is so good. It is always one of the best rated products from Trader Joe's. If you haven't tried it, it is so worth it. You only get about 1 meal out of it for the whole family, but it's so good. So worth it. So we got 2 of those. And then I just have some crumbled bacon. I don't know why this is considered part of my meal area, but just have some bacon that I cooked off and crumbled so that I can grab this and we can throw this in scrambled eggs or omelets or whatever. Or if Bryson is like really craving some bacon on a sandwich, he can do that easy. Have these spicy black bean burgers. These are some of the best veggie burgers. We love them so much. We're using a couple tonight, and then we'll have a couple on hand just for easy meal. We also got some turkey burgers, which will be really easy to just throw together on a night when we're just feeling like a good turkey burger. And Zeke will eat that too. So most of the stuff Zeke will also partake in, which is great. So I made a big old batch of chicken meatballs. I tripled the recipe, but this is all I had left over after we had some family come over and eat with us. And this is all I had left over, but these will be super easy if we want to throw them in like a honey sriracha sauce or a marinara sauce or barbecue sauce. It'll be really easy to do that. So they're fully cooked. All we have to do is pull them out, thaw them, reheat them with sauce, and they'll be so good. So I have 3 packs of chili here. I did prep that on a video. They do currently have paper towels between them to keep them from sticking. But this is probably like 1.5 family servings. So it will give us like, I don't know, 5 or 6 bowls of chili total. That includes, you know, a bowl that Zeke would eat. But this will be really easy to just pull out one of these and then put it in the fridge or put it in some warm water and let it come to temperature so that you could also dethaw it like on the stove in a pan, just not in this shape, right? So you need it to be a little bit more liquidy so it's not gonna, you know, you can't fit that in a pan. Anyways, so I have 3 of those. We really love chili. It's like a good comfort food. So we have 3 of those. That's exciting. And then we have 2 bags of pot stickers. These are also a really good option to go with fried rice, or I can, you know, rice is really easy to make in a rice cooker. We have like a really small rice cooker. So if we just need an easy meal, this is another one. Just some chicken pot stickers and some pork pot stickers from Trader Joe's. We love them. They're really good. So yeah, that is going to be it for our freezer prep. It's not a huge amount, but when you don't have a lot of space, it kind of works out. And then most of our space is taken up with bread because we love bread. So much for that pregnancy and postpartum body image, huh? Kidding, but I will link that video below. All right, y'all. Well, we'll see you on the other side. We'll still be cooking, so look out for those cook with me videos. This is just all supplementary. Let me know in the comments below, what do you like to do when you have a baby? How do you prep? What are meals that you have on hand? And yeah, I'd love to hear more from y'all about what you do for that. All right, we'll see you soon.